on YouTube. So I'm just um, I'm just doing my readings for the month. So let's see what's going to come out for Gemini. I'm going to see if this is going to be a little bit easier than recording the videos and then uploading them. I'm trying to see if this will be easier. So, and then I think you can still save the video on here so everybody can just come back later and look at it. So let's see. Let's see what's in the cards for Gemini. What is in the cards for Gemini for September? What is the overall energy? Thank you, Goon. Thank you, Spirit Guys. Thank you, Ancestors. You know what? I'm going to let it seem like that card just really want to go. And you guys already know that I can't show my face because I'm still in my year of white. So... And you already know this is a reading for Gemini. Remember, this is not going to be for every Gemini, you know, so it can't be for every Gemini. So if it apply, take it. If it don't apply, then don't take it. If this don't resonate, then remember you can always check your rising sign and your moon sign as well. The World card is your overall, is your crossing energy. Okay. You have the Page of Swords as the crowning energy. A lot of swords energy, so that's all that mental. Let's see what your challenge is. Your challenge is the Hermit card. Okay, Gemini, it looked like you might be searching for something that's not there, that you shouldn't, that you're searching for something that's not there. Let's see what the week is going to look like. All I'm going to do is just the full weeks. Let me do it. All I'm going to do is just the full weeks. I'm just going to do week 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it. What are the weeks going to look like for Gemini? What are the weeks going to look like for Gemini? Okay, good. We got it down to about 3 cards. You have the King of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. What is... I'm going to take that for the second week. The second week, you have the Tower card. The third week, what do you have? Third week, you have the Magician. And the fourth week, you have what? Let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. Gemini. What is going on? Give me that last card for the fourth week. Give me that last card for the fourth week. Come on, Gemini. What's going on with you? Gemini. Gemini. What is going on? Okay. And the fourth week, we got the Devil card. All right, Gemini, let's go through this. Card at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. All right, Gemini, you have the Three of Swords in reverse for your overall energy. And when it comes to the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is all about things being absent. It talks about a lot of sorrow. It talks about you being oppressed. It talks about separation. So it's a card of a lot of, pain. Of course, it's not like, it's not emotional, it's mental pain. But at the end of the day, it's in reverse. And so with it being in reverse, so this is upright. Upright is like, yeah, that heart is being attacked. You are going through some shit. But with it being reverse, there may not be a problem. You may be causing a problem that's really not there. And that's exactly what the cards is saying, is that you might be fighting this month in the month of September, and you could be fighting over things that could be so petty that maybe it's not even cause for an argument. Like maybe you're just, I don't know if you're doing it because you're bored and you need entertainment, or you're bored and you need to use that Gemini energy in your mind. Because, that's the one thing about us being Geminis. When we get bored, we will do some things to spice up the situation to keep it from being bored. But it's like right now you're good. It's like there's no, and, maybe you're the type of person that you are used to chaos. You're used to people being a disappointment. You're used to people, just not being there in the case of love, because this could be concerning love. And now it's the complete opposite. It's like you got somebody that's not going to be absent. You got somebody that's not going to ghost you. You got somebody that's going to treat you right. And maybe this could be the cause of the whole thing, is that you don't know how to handle that. Because even your crossing energy, which is like crossing out this energy, you have the world card. And the world card is all about completion. And so it's like things are completed, things are whole. And so it's like if things are completed and things are whole, then why are we having this like this feeling of being absent when it's not really there? And so, it's two things. You could be starting arguments that shouldn't be started, or maybe this whole new situation of this person not arguing with you and stuff like that is completely new to you and you don't know how to handle it. But clearly it's like there's nothing here. But you have the Page of Swords as your crowning energy, which is what you need to do immediately in order to solve the problem, which the problem to me is always the overall energy and the crossing energy. Sometimes they contradict one another, because it's just like with this, where it's saying that, like, the main card, when this is in the upright, it talks about pain. It talks about somebody being absent. It talks about sorrow, and it talks about oppression. But even though it's not in the upright in your reading, it's just like having this energy in your read, but in the upright. To me, it's saying that you think that there's going to be like some type of sorrow, that there's going to be some type of like somebody is going to be absent, somebody is going to oppress you. But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen. And so your crowning energy, your crossing energy is telling you that, look, like things are complete, things are good, things are whole. And now your crowning energy is telling you with the Page of Swords, it's telling you that it's all about your perception, that you need to watch your perception. It's your perception of things that could kind of make, that could start this right here, that could start your overall energy. It's your perception of things. Like, you can perceive that somebody, you can say that somebody is cheating. That don't necessarily mean that they're cheating. You can say that somebody is this, that, and the other, and that don't mean that they're actually that. Because to me, it's one of those things where it's just in your mind. You have as your challenge for the month, you have the Hermit card, which the Hermit card is all about searching. And this is one of the things that I brought up in the overall reading. It's a possibility you could be searching for a problem, like you searching for it. And I really do feel like this is the type of person where you're used to things always being fucked up. You're used to things always being a bad relationship. And now, since you got a good situation, or now since you have a good relationship, you don't know how to handle that. It's like, it's the saying, when things are too good to be true, you better fucking believe that it's not true. And it's like you're uncovering the unknown. And that's what the Page of Swords represent anyways, is uncovering the unknown. That it's like you're raising up the mattress and like, oh, I wonder if you got a knife in here to stab me when I go to sleep. You're opening the doors. I wonder, do you got some kids or some in here kidnapping them? Where it's like you're looking for this person to be wrong in some type of way, But at the end of the day, the cards are telling you that, look, there's no sorrow here. There's no bad vibes here. But it's like you're searching for it. You're looking for it. And it's like what you're looking for, you're not going to find. And I think because you're not going to find it, then you're going to create it. And it seemed like that's what this reading is about, is that if you don't find, you will create. The first week of September, you have the King of Swords. You have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, it talks about somebody being strong, courageous. It talks about somebody being powerful and forceful and aggressive. You know, that's the energy of the King of Swords. You have it paired with the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, it talks about a new beginning or the birth of something. And then you have it paired with the Eight of Swords, but you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Eight of Swords, when it's in the upright, it talks about chaos. It talks about conflicts. It talks about bad news. It talks about imprisonment. It talks about a lot of bad mental energy. But with it being in the reverse, it's saying that there's no chaos, no calamity, no conflict, no bad news, no criticism. That is none of that turmoil, and you're not imprisoned. And so, and that's the whole reason of it being in the upright. And so the first week, the first week of September, Gemini, you might end up being extremely aggressive. That this is going to be like, for some reason, this is going to be your birth. This is what you're going to birth the first week of September. That you're going to end up, and instead of saying birth, we can say create. That you're going to end up creating this energy of, you know, like, I'm about to attack. You know, I'm about to attack. Like, I'm going to be on the, I'm going to be on this attack mode. And at the end of the day, the card is still reminding you once again that you're not in prison. You're not going through, you know, it's like, it's kind of like you're not going through what you think you're going through. And so it's like, calm down, Gemini. The second week of September, it looked like you don't take my advice and calm down, because you have a huge tower moment that's getting ready to happen. And a tower moment is an abrupt change. And the abrupt change, it could be either or. It could be you learning a lesson that maybe you're going to learn that you need to put this foolishness to the side and stop looking for a problem. Or this could be a tower moment where you have done so much damage in this personality that people are probably getting ready to jump ship. And so that's the thing. And, you know, you have the Knight of Wands as the clarifier, and the clarifier, it talks about a departure. It talks about a journey. And so, and it talks about flight. It talks about someone like leaving and running. It's a possibility you might end up being successful this second week, and you're going to end up having somebody running. That what you're doing, your methods is going to end up being effective. The third week of September, you have the Magician, and the Magician is all about you remembering that you have the power, that you can create whatever it is that you want. I love the depiction of the Magician because it reminds you that you have the Cup, which is emotional energy. You have the Swords, which is mental energy. You have the Baton, which is spiritual energy. And you have the Pentacles, which is, you know, that physical energy, which could be represented as money. And it's like you have what you need to manifest whatever it is that you want. And so the third week is giving you a reminder, and probably the reason why it's giving you a reminder on the third week, because it looked like the fourth week, you might be fucking some things up. But even the fourth week, it's not looking so good because you have the Devil card, and the Devil card is all about addictions. The Devil card is all about, you know, negative energy. And so it's a possibility you still might be at it the fourth week. And, you know, this could be, it's like this, like I said, the Devil energy could represent what I was talking about in the beginning, is that you're so used to things being so fucked up. And now that's your normal environment, that you're going to make every environment like that. even if it's a good environment. It's kind of like one of those things where people would say that, like one of the biblical things that you hear growing up is that you can take the Israelites out of Egypt. That's the easy part that God did. But it's so hard to take Egypt out of the Israelites. So it's easy to take them out of the physical place, but it is so hard to actually get that up out of them. That's just like one of the things that that Jesus said in the New Testament when he healed the man, and he told him, he was like, your sins are forgiven. And everybody was looking like, okay, that's one of those miracles that's invisible, that you can't see, that you can't measure it. You can't verify if his sins are really forgiven or not. It's something that you can't see in the immediate. And so they like, okay, you phony, you fake and phony. But at the end of the day, he said, okay, well, because you don't believe what I'm saying, I'll do another miracle. Get up and walk. You're healed. And it's like when you look at the two, and it's like, which one of those miracles is really the hardest one? The hardest miracle is telling the person that he's healed. And it's not because you can't do it, because clearly he did it. The man got up and he was healed. But at the end of the day, somebody that have been paralyzed for all of their life, somebody that have been blind their entire life, you build, what do I want to say? You build walls based on that. You build defense mechanisms based on that. You build everything based on your current situation. And so the easy part is telling him to get up and you're healed. But now is, how are you going to live your life as a healed person when you're so used to being broken? Because just because you're healed, it doesn't mean that you're going to get up and continue to walk. You can be so used to being paralyzed that you are going around in a wheelchair knowing that you don't even need it anymore, because mentally you know what you have been majority of your life. And so this is kind of like the situation here, where it's like, that I have always been in this bad situation. People are always, they never have my back and all of this other stuff. And so you're projecting the past into this relationship, into this situation. And that's going to be the thing that's going to end up being its destruction. The clarifier for the devil is the Two of Cups. And especially with the Two of Cups being present, this is a relationship. And a relationship might end up coming to an end, Gemini, because you're not coming into terms. You're not coming into terms, Gemini, with what you have. You have two wisdom cards that pop out. The first one is talking about you being aware. Awareness is one of the things that you need to aware and you need to change. So that is your first card. And then your second card, it talks about leadership and self-discipline. Self-discipline is definitely one of the things that you need to work on. You need to be more aware and you need to have self-discipline. All right, Gemini, I hope this helped. And I really do hope that you have a good month. And, that's the one thing about, readings, is that this is what the future say for now. You always have the ability to change it.